What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed Thursday watching this. Before I get started, I'll break it down this entire episode of WWE's Unreal. Alright, I'm gonna run through all these fucking episodes, all this propaganda that they're putting out. But before I get started, just want to do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers of Rumble, 442 YouTube, 136 Rumble. So thank you to the people who like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Even with the latest NWA video, like no likes, no dislikes, got some little bit of views. People are like, meh. I'm like, hey man, it is what it is, man. Sometimes like this YouTube shit makes absolutely zero sense to me. From the algos not being consistent, doing what you need to be doing with my videos, to certain videos blowing up that I just haphazardly uploaded. You know, like the Marie Shafir video, for instance. I wasn't expecting it to take off like that, but here we are. I'm like, this shit, it makes no fucking sense to me. It really doesn't, but hey, here we are. All right, but enough yapping. Let's get into it. Now, I will be playing some of the audio from this episode so you can hear it directly. As much as I love mocking some of these people like Triple H, or what do you want to talk about? I want y'all to hear it directly from the horse's mouth, the bullshit that they're saying. And how do we start off WWE's Unreal with none other than Paul Levesque? Some people call me Hunter, some people call me Triple H, some people call me H, some people call me Trips. You know what I call you? I call you the Pelican, I call you the Croc, I call you the BNB, the Big Nose Bastard. And watching this fucking episode, I'm sorry calling him the Triple Mark. This dude, he might be the biggest mark in pro wrestling because it's ridiculous how much this dude has to put himself over, has to interject himself into everything. Fucking Hulk Hogan dies, and guess what? Guess who narrates the fucking tribute for him? Triple H. Like, come on, man. like you can't make this shit up.
The world has changed. People that aren't fans think like, isn't that just a bunch of guys pretending to fight?
So I guess the world has changed, but who told y'all this was a good idea? Tell us, hey, let's cat's out the bag. So not only we're going to show you like how he put the cat in the bag, but we're going to show you everything that's inside the bag itself. All right, that's what they're doing. And yes, there's always going to be fans out there, the hardcore fans that want to know every aspect of the business. All right, but Vince would never, ever do this. I promise you that. Ain't no fucking way. There's no way he would want people knowing what runs through the mind of Vincent Kennedy McMahon, damn it. Like, just look how long it took for a whole ass documentary to come out about his old ass. Alright? And I still think he was apprehensive in doing it. It was just, he had to soften the blow that came from that left hook from Janelle Grant in that lawsuit. You know what I mean? He then goes on to say,
we have incredible performers still in their prime.
Like Cody Rhodes, which we all know is bullshit. Motherfucker's 40. Like, his prime days are long gone. Just like Seth Cuckold Rollins. Like, his prime was with the Architect. Was it 2015? You had the white pants. He had when he was United States champion and WWE champion. That was his fucking prime. And honestly, you could argue his real prime was in ROH. Title Black, when he was doing God's Last Gift. And when I saw a package driver, that dude's going crazy back then in ROH. But I'm just saying. Alright, Charlotte, you could maybe make a case for it, but I'm not because I don't care. Be honest.
We have storylines that are years in the making.
Hey, bro, like, this dude's just flat out lying. Just blatant lies. Just the hypocrisy is outstanding in this fucking episode. Like, the only storyline he has going for him is like the whole I'll give him Liv versus Rhea. I'll give him that. Maybe Punk versus Drew. That's about it. The whole bloodline shit was Vince. Cody Benchodes started with Vince when Vince brought him back because Cody gave him the full scoop on AEW. And I do apologize for stopping so often, but he's full of shit. He truly is. My question again is, why? Why do this? Right? And the only reason I'm interested really because I want to see the creative team, the writing team. That's the main reason I want to see this shit. Because I want to know who the faces are that are responsible for putting out this bullshit for the past, I don't know, since the Triple H regime has taken over. Like, I know about the Bruce Pritchards and the Michael piece of shit Hayeses of the world. I want to know who directly is in that writing team creating this bullshit. And that was the intro for the episode, right? Now, when we first get into the actual episode, who we see first? We see the American Nightmare on the ratings, the American Cuck, Cody Benchodes, Cody Chodes, his wife Brandy, and their biracial daughter that ended racism in AEW. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, why? Like, didn't these two not only have a documentary, but also have their own reality TV show about themselves? And this motherfucker has a podcast too. But nah, that's not enough for him. That ain't enough for Cody Chodes. He has to put himself over here on the Unreal series. It's unreal how much this motherfucker gets pushed and how much he gets away with it. It's disgusting and it pisses me off. Now, if they would have made this shit like kind of like an MTV's True Life, to where, you know, we follow some of the wrestlers that we don't really get to see or know about and their daily lives backstage or on the road, they could have had something there, you know, like an Ivy Nile, all right. Who else? Fucking Tozawa, you know, fucking Grayson Waller, you know, people like that. People, fucking Santos Escobar, people who we know fuck all about, you know, can't get consistent booking on TV, but we follow their lives outside this shit. You know what I mean? They could have had something there, but no, we get this fucking more propaganda to put over Cody Rhodes and how wholesome he thinks he is. He then goes on to talk about how his daughter believes that he's a dancer when he goes out there and performs. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not here to tell him how to be a parent. But then he has the audacity to come on here and say this.
My role in WWE is that I am currently the undisputed WWE champion.
The American Nightmare is here!
It is a role that is kind of the hood ornament for the company. I get to be one of the most authentic, if not most authentic, wrestlers of this era simply for the fact that I play myself. I am myself.
But Cody Rhodes also, you don't look like you don't act like you, and you don't work like you, because after all these years, you are still afraid to show who you are. So what do we get instead? Cody gives us a generic mix of every superstar he's ever loved or TV show he's ever watched in some big confused blob. And it makes you look like a 16-year-old kid taking acting lessons who's still afraid of public speaking. You have showed me one thing, and the one thing you have showed me is someone mediocre wearing something meaningful nowadays is enough to trick these people.
It's bullshit. like this, the most authentic wrestler of this era. One of? No, you're not. No, you are not. And that's one of the biggest problems, one of the biggest criticisms I have when it comes to this fucking chode. That's because he's not who he claims he is. He's fake. Fake as fucking, I can see right through him. His true potential is as a heel. I will say this now and I'll say it forever. This dude is a natural fucking heel. You know, I seen someone, they float this idea of how, you know, Karrion Kross, you know, his whole gimmick is he channels the dark passenger within other wrestlers that have heel tendencies. Why the fuck hasn't he done that with this fucking asshole right here? That'd be a great storyline. That could be the catalyst of turning Cody heel, but are we gonna get that? No, because potentially Cross might be fucking fired as of this weekend, but we shall see.
Cody is the closest thing right now, I think, that we have to just a pure babyface.
Bull motherfucking shit. Because at one point, y'all had L.A. Knight. Yeah, y'all still do. But y'all sacrificed him to Roman Reigns to benefit Cody Rhodes. You had Drew McIntyre. All you have to do is give him broken dreams and run it. That's literally all you have to do. Just run that shit. You know, you even had Sami Zayn at one point, who was getting bigger reactions than Cody Rhodes. But you fed him to Roman as well. So like you fed Drew to Roman, all so that you can push your supposed pure white meat babyface, Cody Rhodes. And I find it so disgusting. It sickens me to my core. I've never seen a company that's so counterproductive. No, you have all this talent, but yet y'all only want to make money with a few. Just, it's retarded, ass backwards, and I hope they fail. Like, I hope they run out of hives. Like, I wish I could find that clip, Steve Richards, when he was talking about how the WWE, they're like locusts. All they do is that they find a hive to go to, extract all the resources from that hive, and then move on to the next hive. We see that in real time currently. Now? Again, they're with ESPN trying to charge people $30 a month to pay for this bullshit. Go fuck yourself. All right, fucking, was it Raw is no longer on TV after being on TV since like what, 93? Like 92 to 93? I think it was 93. I'm pretty sure if I had to put money on it. Like, this is not good. And eventually they're gonna run out of hives to go to. It's only a matter of time. Unless they pull their head out of their asses, put on good content that people will actually pay their good hard-earned money to go see. Instead of price gouging their existing fan base to the point of, we're just gonna starve them out. You know, we're gonna extract every fucking penny we can for these fucking neckbeards, these incels, these retards, until they can't pay anymore. Fuck it. You know? They'd rather do that than just create fucking banger content to draw in new casuals to their fucking product. I apologize once again for going off that tangent. I fucking hate this company. I really do. It's like a 80% hate, 20% love relationship, this fucking company right now. And it shouldn't be that way, but it is, because they do shit that just, it irks me.
People start to feel it's predictable. People start to feel like it's like nobody's that good. You know, it's a tough thing.
Yeah, people say it's predictable, redundant, stale, mundane, boring as fuck because of your booking. The way that it's being booked is the fucking problem.
I felt like such a bigger babyface tonight.
Yeah, as white meat as you could be.
Yeah.
As fucking white meat as you could be.
Be that way until we can anymore, you know?
Yeah, it ain't going anywhere. And now we just got to navigate it. That's our fucking job. Our job, me, you, fucking everybody. But we navigate this now and figure out where we need to get it.
Yes,
but at some point here in a minute, I need to get a picture of you with that.
Okay.
One of my favorite ones ever.
Now, I hope y'all really pay attention to what the fuck they just said. All right, and it's just validation to what I've been saying. I told y'all, this motherfucker has been waiting his entire career, right? He's been around, what? First time I seen him was back in 07. Like, remember, like the end of 06, 07. He's been waiting his entire life to get this push. And now that it's finally here, he is not going to give it up until he has exhausted all of his fucking options. All right? And there it is. Proof is in the pudding right fucking there. And y'all heard that big-nosed bastard? It ain't going anywhere. You are my number one baby face. Alright, all we have to do is just continue to navigate. That's what we do. Alright, we have to navigate to keep that baby face momentum going. So there's your fucking answer as to why Cody Rhodes doesn't turn heel. Because he doesn't want to, and this big-nosed fuck completely supports him. Now, I find it hilarious that they're using impact footage of Cody Rhodes and Brandy. Because I'm like, I was watching this shit back then. I remember he buried Moose. This dude cannot get over in TNA. He did not. Don't let them try to spin and revise history, that motherfucker never got over in TNA. That's why he did not last long over there. And this is during like their down period. like fucking Impact Wrestling wasn't even hot back then. That's the sad part.
I'm incredibly lucky that my wife and I met in wrestling. Otherwise, she would have left. She knows what this push is. She knows what it could mean for the future. And she knows what it means right here and now. People say it all the time, the face of the company. Yeah. When people say that, my heart like skips a beat. Because I always wanted to be that. I just didn't know I could.
Bullshit. This motherfucker, he's another one that's just blatantly lying to you. He was bitching about getting this type of push back before his ass got released. Well, what was it? Fucking 2011, 2012, where the fuck he fucking left. You know, saying, well, I quit. You know, he wanted that push back then. You know, he wanted to be the top guy back then. Even though back then, it was evident he was a fucking mid-carder and he was right where he belonged. It's just, unfortunately, this time, with Vince being gone, Triple H picked up where Vince left off and gave him the complete push. So that's why Cody Rhodes is in the position that he is now. The position he always wanted to be in. The position that he believed he deserved. So don't fall for this dude's lies. He is a politician. Just look at him. He's looking directly into your soul and lying to you. Oh, and he also talked about how Brandy at one point possibly might have left him, but she understands how important this push is that he's getting right now. I think that's bullshit too. So obvious Brandy loves the man, and I'm not here to question that, 'cause I don't give a fuck. The only thing I question is why the fuck you would push this dude as your top babyface in the first place. That's my main criticism when it comes to Cody Benchodes. They didn't show pictures of the WWE headquarters in Stamford, Connecticut. Keep in mind, they have a whole ass headquarters, but they still don't have a Hall of Fame. I'm just saying, you know. And I'm looking at the titles that they have mounted, you know, on the ceiling. I'm just like, my eyes went directly to that 02 Undisputed WWE title. I'm like, that fucking belt looked gorgeous up there. I'm like, remember once upon a time when they put effort into their championships, especially their world titles, without having to revert to or rely on the emblem, the WWE symbol being smack dab right front and center in the middle of it? Oh man, oh my, oh dear. Those days are gone. Long gone.
With Cody Rhodes, the bigger the star, the more you want to provide some scarcity of their star power to keep them as big as they are. So it's special when Cody Rhodes is there and fans see that and feel that, and they're anticipating your return even more.
And did you hear that? That also answers a question as to why champions don't wrestle. Because in this asshole's eyes, less means more. Even though Cody isn't on that level of a Brock Lesnar or a Roman Reigns or Cena to where they could go be away for like a year, 2 years, come back and get a fucking huge massive pop because of who they are. The main reason this asshole gets a pop is because of that fucking theme song. Wrestling has more than one royal family. Gentlemen in my nuts. Oh my god. I'm trying real hard to keep my composure because this episode, especially this first half, really pissed me off. I'm not gonna hold you. Instead of maintaining what Vince used to do with his top guys who were there each week, if not wrestling, you know, they're advancing some type of storyline. Like, no, we're out of sight, out of mind. You know, less means more, less appearances, less matches, less everything. But we're gonna charge more. Less appearances, more money. The WWE is going to be bigger than it's ever been before because starting next year, the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, WrestleMania, hell, even the Money in the Bank will be 2 nights. which I don't know if they made an official announcement yet or it's just plans that they have. Well, I'm not surprised. All right, because they see that money that they're getting, that corporate greed takes in, and here we are. And it's a simple philosophy. It's why charge the people once when we could charge them twice. TKO probably 2025. There you fucking go, man. This shit fucking sucks. Then this big nose fuck proceeds to explain his long-term booking or planning that he does. He breaks it down by seasons, which I'm like, don't listen to that, because we all know it's a crock of shit. Half the time they don't know what the fuck to do with like 80% of their talent, right? With the 20 that they do push, they're doing the same shit each fucking week. But the rest of the people who aren't getting pushed, well, we don't know what to tell you. Or maybe you're just not talented enough. And yeah, obviously I get there's only so many spots, each week or on their PLEs. I get that. The problem that I have is just it's always the same rotation of the same mid-carders, the same jobbers being put in those positions. That's the fucking problem that I have. Then we see Mr. Jonathan, Backstrom? I don't know how you say it. I apologize if I fuck his name up. Talking about how, because he's the vice president for the creative team. This dude has just with a straight face says, oh, everybody has a story. No, they don't. No, they don't. Oh, what's fucking Omos, for instance. What's his story? As we haven't seen this man on TV in over, going on, 2 years now? Here in the main roster? So off GP alone, I would fire Jonathan, and I forgot to mention this dude earlier, Ed Korsky. Right? Because he was bragging about Triple H. Well, he's our head writer because, he was a former talent. It's like, yeah, I get that, but problem is, the only talent Triple H knows how to book is himself. So from watching this episode, I'll get rid of Bruce Pritchard, I'll get rid of Ed, and I'll get rid of Jonathan. Immediately, get the fuck out of here. And obviously Triple H, that goes without saying, he's the number one person that needs to get packed the fuck up from creative, because he's not creative. Then you have Mr. John Cena coming through, talking about how his government name's John Cena. Technically it's John Felix Anthony Cena, that's his full government name. But I digress. He was talking about how the roster here is deep. Got a lot of all-stars here. It's like, no, you do have some talent. It's just the talents that they choose to push and who they don't push. It's the fucking problem. And then we see bulletin boards of their plans. This is, prior to the Netflix premiere for Raw. And we see this little timesheet here. I'm looking at it, right? And I'm thinking to myself, why in the fuck do Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa need 30 minutes? That should have been 15 minutes tops. Or The Rock, you give him 15 minutes to do his thing on the mic, sure. Roman and Solo, 15 minutes. Pepsi Phil in the original Triple Cuck in the main event, I'll give them 20 minutes. But 30 minutes? Absolutely not. Oh man, that match went over than what we expected. Well, you shouldn't have given that much time in the first fucking place. So that's on y'all. 30 fucking minutes. Well, there's no reason those two assholes, Roman and Solo, need to be out there for 30 fucking minutes. I remember that match, and that match wasn't good. Alright? The promo segment was too long, the match itself was too long, and it was a waste of time. And it's fortunate because of that, everything else fell victim to it. So it sounds like poor planning to me. Then we move on to the Rhea Ripley portion of the episode. She's talking about how she's into taxidermy, has a two-headed duck and an octopus and bat and all bunch of shit in her house. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, she needs to link up with Bailey Humphrey from Let's Fucking Go, because she's into taxidermy. There you go. There's the fucking tag team right there. Genius. No, she came up with the name Rhea Ripley because Rhea and Roman mythology, there's a goddess named Rhea. Was she the goddess of? I don't know. But there you go. And Ripley from the Alien series, Sigourney Weaver, or a badass performance, so I get that. That makes sense. Oh, she was showing off her cute dogs at home. At one point, she was showing the injury that she sustained from that segment with Liv Morgan, and she was like, I didn't want to take any time off, so I decided not to do surgery because I would have been out for like 6 months instead of 3 months. I'm like, I get that, even though she's in a position to where it's like, of how strongly she's been booked, to where if she's gone a year, she'd be just fine coming back. You get a huge fucking pop. They played "This Is My Brutality." So I would have opted for her to take the surgery. Be gone. Make sure when you get back, you're ready to go. But as you'll notice, right, my anger in this episode stems from Triple H and Cody Rhodes. That's it. Like, I like Rhea Ripley. You know what I mean? I just hate how heavily pushed she is. And don't worry, I'll get to that here in a bit. Alright, but we move on. We get to the Phil Brooks, the CM Punk portion of this episode, and I'm not gonna really get into it. Alright. He's another one that had a whole ass documentary about him. Alright, he goes by CM Punk, Punker, Cookie Monster, as I like to call him, Pepsi Phil. Black Phillip, I would not call him, because when I think of Black Phillip, I think of Patrice O'Neal, rest in peace. Or I call him by his government name, and he's the only one I really do call him by his government name, Phil Brooks. I think it's hilarious. I don't know why, it's just something about that name. It's hilarious to me. But yeah, mainly he was just talking about his journey coming back to WWE, his issues that he had with Triple H, which is obvious. I mean, it's like, look, like, you want to come up, you want to be in a position where Hunter was at. Hunter didn't want to relinquish it, and he buried you. I'll never forget that match at Night of Champions 2011. He buried your ass. 3 pedigrees, like, he had no business going over in that match. I'm gonna bury your skinny, fat ass. And that's what he did. That's exactly what the fuck he did. So, of course, if I'm Punk, I'll have some issues too with that big nose fuck that was Triple H back then. But now they're at the point where Vince is gone, alright, he's back. Triple H is wanting things, so now they're at 2 different places in their lives to where they want to just, come together and make money, make some bread together. I think that's the common ground that they found. Like, I don't think Triple H really fucks with Punk like that, and vice versa, but they're able to work things out for business sake. That's just my observation when it comes to these two. Now, the whole shit with Rollins, I think is a work. Now, I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. I'm just speculating here. But if it isn't, then I don't blame Rollins, because Rollins made some valid points. It's like, motherfucker, you left, you talked shit about this company, and now you're coming back here. Who's the bootlicking bitch now? He's correct. Like, you look like a fucking hypocrite. The bullshit you were saying while you were gone. He is absolutely correct. So, I don't know, but what I do know is that this feud between them is still going, because Rollins cashed in on Punk after he finally won the World Heavyweight Championship from the Ring General Gunther. So they're obviously still continuing that fucking storyline. They then discussed the Gorilla position, named after the man, the myth, the legend himself, Gorilla Monsoon, rest in peace, and how the Gorilla position is the most important position in the entire building. There's a blueprint of how, like, the layout of it looks. There's another one to where it's like, yeah, Triple H, and yeah, Bruce Pritchard, he's talking about, breaking it down the rear position. Yeah, Billy Kidman, who was apparently a timekeeper, I'd come to find out, I didn't know that. And then you got the match producer, agent for a match that's going on live beside him. Alright, some of the producers I think go over is Abyss, aka Chris Park, Bobby Roode.
Glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
I do miss Bobby Roode as a wrestler. I do, because he's one of my favorites from the teenage days, but I know he's up there in age, and I know he got that neck surgery, back surgery, so it is what it is. I get it. I understand. Then see Michael piece of shit Hayes, because he's another one, right, that somehow managed to go relatively unscathed from the Vince McMahon regime to the Triple H regime. You know what I mean? All the shit that came out about fucking Michael Hayes over the years, you know, saying racist shit, or the whole shit with Rosa Mendez, allegedly. He's still here somehow, maybe because he's at a point in his life to where he's just laying low in the cut, you know what I mean? Just doing his job, you know, taking it easy, maybe. And I will give him credit, he is a good producer. You know, he's like it's just the problem is all the baggage that comes with it. And then there's Bruce Pritchard, who's the executive producer for the matches. And again, I'll get rid of Bruce Pritchard with the absolute quickness. And I was laughing when I seen this. I'm like, damn, a bitch got himself a big ass bag of Sour Patch Kids, don't he? I don't blame him. Sour Patch Kids is awesome. All right, like I don't really eat candy these days, but you know, when I did, definitely a go-to, 110%. Right? You see, Daphne LaShawn, one of the referees there, talking about how like the producers or the people in the career position are constantly in her ear relaying messages to the talent, which we already know. And big ups to her to being one of the best referees that they actually have in that company right now. Right, we see Punk, you know, with Larry. I'm not gonna hold you. Larry is a cute dog. Like, always wanted like a super ugly dog, like that's so ugly, in fact, that they're cute. I mean, like that's Larry. For sure, like I wouldn't mind having myself a Larry, you know, one of these days. And then we see Triple H with Rhea Ripley, and like, just look. I wish I could show you the actual footage. I can't because they're sticklers, obviously. But it's like this dude Triple H was all over Rhea, you know, hugging her constantly, hands all over her, feeling her gains, and then pats her on top of the fucking head. I'm like, what the fuck is that about? Why you patting her on top of the head? Like, what is that? Like, maybe I'm overreaching because I know a lot of people who be watching this shit think I'm just reaching, or I'm tripping, or I'm just full of shit. Even though I have valid reasons and concerns, this method to my madness and why I feel and think the way that I do. You know, it ain't just me. You know, I know there's a lot of people who get it, and there's a lot of people who don't. It is what it is, right? But I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, the fuck's he doing? That's the type of bullshit you do with Stephanie, or whatever fuck your dynamic works in that relationship. I don't give a fuck. But I'm like, I'm looking at this shit. Now, a boss and employee, I'm like, that's unprofessional. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know, like, there's not a woman that encapsulates aura more than Rhea Ripley. I'm like, bullshit. He fucking said that. I forgot at one point he said it, but he said it. And I'm like, so what about Bianca Belair? No. Stephanie Van Kier? No. Io Sky sometimes with her matches? No. Not Becky Lynch? No. Charlotte? No. No. Like Chelsea Green? No. Julia? We fucked that up with Julia, but I'm just saying there's other women on that roster who can encapsulate aura besides Rhea. It's just we all see the clear biased favoritism on behalf of Triple H. Like, he was glazing the fuck out of her. Because Rhea was talking about the match that she had with Liv Morgan, where she won back the women's world title, and how she's getting like kind of like a panic attack, and that she was talking with Damian Priest, and Damian was there for her, you know, just being cool, calm, collected. I like Damian Priest. No, I'm not gonna shit on the man because he's another one that paid his dues, that worked, busted his ass to get where he's at today. Right? So I'm not gonna shit on that man. I like Damian Priest. So Damian gave her some support, but Rhea was like, you know, I get nervous, I get these anxiety attacks before I go out there. Once the music hits, I'm good. So we hear, this is my brutality. Just know, before we hear that theme song, she's back there bugging. Right? But once it plays, she's good. You know, she's in the zone. It's all gravy, baby. So she goes out there, does her thing after the match. Good fucking match, right? Goes back to a real position. I believe Petey Williams was the producer or the agent for that match, right? So daps her up, you know, gives his respect to Rhea. And then we see Triple H, glazing this woman. Like, hands all over, hugging her, and like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. No one has more aura than you, Rhea. Like, you're not only one of the top names within the women's division, but within the WWE. Like, you are over. You are her. And it reminded me of China. Look at them gangs. Like his hands were all over this woman, man. I'm like, yo. If I'm like Bruce Pritchard or Michael Hayes, like sitting right there, looking at this shit, I'm like, yo, something isn't right. No, I don't like this. I don't like this optics that I'm witnessing here, right? And then Rhea, like, I don't blame Rhea, like, because Rhea looks like, you know, she's like, okay, all right, you can let go now. Like, you let go of me now, anytime now, any minute. And I'm watching this, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder what Buddy Matthews is thinking about this. You know, like, there's no way he could be okay with it, unless he's a cuck. Which, I mean, if that's how he wants to get down, that's on him. I'm like, there's no fucking way that he's alright with the way Triple H been having his hands over Rhea, you know, for her back, you know, her waist, her arms, on top of her head, everywhere. I'm like, God damn, dude. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. And then you see a difference with Triple H and The Rock, who comes up, you know, he's like, gives her a quick hug, you know, it's like, hey man, I just want to wish you luck out there, you know, like you're doing your thing, you're holding down for the company, keep doing you. That's how it's supposed to be done. Not this motherfucker just, you know, whispering in her ear and shit like that. Like, yo, it's weird. That is fucking weird. And nobody can tell me otherwise. You know, like, you don't do that as a boss. And one last thing I want to mention was Abyss. He was tripping, you know, because he was the agent or producer for the Rollins and fucking FC Field match in that main event. You know, due to time restraints, you know, he's like, you know, because Bruce, he was like, you know, some people think just because we're on Netflix, we could go 2, 3, possibly 4 hours. No, doesn't work that way. It's like, who thought that? like really, you motherfuckers should only be 2 hours. It should have never at any point be 3 hours. Like a 3-hour Raw, 3-hour SmackDowns. That's ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. But Bruce was like trying not to trip, you know. He's like, man, I just want to make Bruce proud. I'm like, bro, I'm like, you're better than Bruce. What are you talking about, man? That's like, and I like William Regal, you know, I think he's a good mind for the business. You know, I'm like, I'll keep these two and get rid of fucking Bruce Pritchard any day of the week. That's just me. All right. And that's pretty much all that happened here on this first episode, all right? And I'll break down 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Best believe. Hopefully those episodes won't piss me off as much as this opening episode did, because that first half was just straight lies, just straight bullshit.
Opportunity has never been bigger for talent to create a moment for yourself, no matter what we give you, to make it yours, to own it. There's opportunity right now for everybody on the card. We're going to allow you to spread your wings. And if you hit it right, and that connects with people, we're going to run with it.
Again. Bullshit. It's such bullshit, man. Let's look at LA Knight. You're going to tell me, you're honestly going to sit there and fucking try to tell me that LA Knight didn't connect with the audience at any given point since he's been there on the main roster? Go fuck yourself. Like in Karrion Kross.
You have him. You've got him. Yeah, you want Brock, you've got him.
Raw Truth Killings, Austin Theory, people who the fans got behind, but does this asshole run with it? No.
Story is never really over. When one ends, a whole new one begins.
No, he doesn't. Oh, we know. We fucking know. That's why I'm not watching this bullshit. Even though his story should have been fucking over at WrestleMania when he fucking lost to Roman the first time, which was the correct decision. And then we should have got Roman versus Rock the following year. But no, you kept your bullshit story going to the fact that even now, here in 2025, after SummerSlam, you ruined the story that was being told with John Cena to tell a new story with Cody Rhodes. Stupid. Absolutely fucking stupid. Oh, and apparently Peyton Manning, indeed Peyton Manning, is the executive producer for this bullshit. Yes, his production was Omaha Productions or some shit like that. So that's it. That's all I gotta say for this fucking episode, man. There's a whole lot of fucking malarkey, hogwash, fucking bollocks, propaganda, you name it. But it was heavy. A lot of glazing. And that's why I'm here, to point out the bullshit from this company that's being spewed on a daily basis. All the gaslighting that they fucking do, and I can't stand it. But I want to hear from you guys, how you guys feel about this series. You know, do you like it? You know, do you support it? Do you want to see more of it? Or are you like me to where you think this shit was completely unnecessary? What the fuck are they thinking? Who thought this was a good idea? Alright, y'all let me know in the comment section. Wasting up your guys' time. I've been here longer than I anticipated, but I can't help myself when he pissed me off with the bullshit that they were saying. I'm like, it's like you're so full of shit. It's not even funny. It's like you're just like you believe your own bullshit. That's how it is. It's like it's the point where you believe your own bullshit, man. It's like, oh, it's not a lie if you believe it. You know, that old saying, I guess. But yeah, man. Wasting up your guys' time. So be safe, people. Have to take care of yourself. Protect you and yours. Loved ones. Stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty. But most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. What's next? Probably some more NWA. I'll try to knock out that Rikishi video with Zilla Vatu and his mama. I'll be next. I'll try to see if I have enough time to squeeze in NXT. I'll have to see. I don't know yet, but I'm out this bitch. Right? And until next time, adios.